Hello, everyone, and welcome to segment 2 of our final June Marketing Monday. Jackie G here. And I know some of you probably had some FOMO going on across the nation over the last couple of weeks. And we are so excited to give you a little preview of what we will be launching officially at National Convention. But we've had a lot of inquiring minds wanting to know what the heck was going on. So we wanted to share with you. This is something that I can tell you behind the scenes has been a program that JAFRA wanted to really stand alone in direct sales and in the beauty world. We've looked at being the only direct selling company who has a certified color matching training. And really, with certificate, you have to go through the course to get it. But this has been the hot trend. As you know, many of the licenses across the states have been removed that you have to have a makeup license to do any makeup anymore. Even the state of Minnesota, it literally has gone away. So if you're stuck in the thinking, oh my gosh, I can't touch somebody, I can't do something, you know what? That's been gone across the nation in almost all of the states. We're seeing it even starting to change in esthetician school. There's just a lot that's changing. And we saw that happening really right before COVID, and then COVID really changed it. And what we're seeing is so much passion out there for the makeup world. And we know the purpose of makeup, it's the easiest door opener. You can talk lipstick colors, eyeshadows, blushes, and today's new trend, which is actually skincare. When I was taught JAFRA in 1981, it was always about skincare went through foundation and powder and a little dab of blush and a little bit of lip color. That was a full skincare class when I started back in 1981. Well, today, color matching foundations is the ticket. It's not about the colors we don't have. Ladies, it's about the colors we do have. So we are so excited. We have been working on this honestly about 5 years, and it just never happened to do a color matching certification program with JAFRA Cosmetics. So we are so excited to say, because we have a master makeup artist who is one of the top leading in the nation. She's been in Forbes magazine. She's been all over Kiss magazine. She's an editor, a writer, a master trainer in her beautiful, ginormous beauty bar you've seen many of us at, and having our own makeup done, color matching, and photo shoots. And we officially, before Josh left, this was his passion. He came from companies that tried to create something unique and new and different in the industry. And so his passion was to do something no one does and to attract a generation that right now you could go on YouTube. There's a bazillion, all ages and stages, teaching their makeup tips just naturally, organically. They love to teach beauty. So Jackie has had a passion for not just helping makeup artists, but all of you all in JAFRA to know that makeup opens the door, but we sell the greatest skincare. And so she does this at her beauty bar with her makeup academy. And as you know, it is not cheap by any way, shape, or form to go to a trained makeup school or academy or course. And you walk away with no sales training, no products to sell and make money. They just do their services and away they go. Jackie has proudly been teaching makeup artists for years to have a brand, to have a product, because while your student or your clients in the chair, you want to deliver incredible service and you want to give them that beauty every day with the best products. And she has always chosen JAFRA. So that being said, what we are most excited is that Josh, he flew himself to the beauty bar. He walked in and said, oh my gosh, look at all of these beauties, these makeup artists of all ages, just really teaching people healthy skincare, even more so than makeup, but super basic makeup. And so he had this vision that this was what could set us apart in direct sales and what could help generations of, as we know, these young makeup artists as well wanting to learn. So he and Jackie had worked on this program, the Pro Certification Program sponsored by JAFRA. Well, he wanted to launch a pilot program. So throughout the last few years, when Jackie was doing some of this color matching, some of you maybe even were certified with her, but you did a Zoom class or you took a couple of hours at some of her retreats or workshops she trained at. Well, Josh and Jackie put together a full 1-day training, an academy, and you literally go through all things before, during, and after working with clients and customers and how to really have long-term loyalty and even grow your team by your expertise. So Jackie and Josh, Jackie had put together, she had a waiting list of about 70 to 80 people that throughout the years have gone to her academy, have asked her about, gosh, are you ever doing this with JAFRA? Is there anything can we fly you in to teach our teams? So we have been waiting and waiting, and we were on the cusp of putting it together. And Josh said, farewell. And that's okay. We were absolutely so proud to find this project that Josh and Jackie had worked on. And we said, let's go. They had spent so much time putting it together with a vision that this year we wanted to go into the field of JAFRA people already here, get them certified, watch what we do with this. It isn't just the course. Jackie and this community continue in a Facebook group, and they're constantly training. They're going to have a community of training month after month to look at what's out this month, what are the trends, and how do we meet more customers and grow more teams. And so we are so excited. We took Jackie's list. We invited everybody for a very quick pilot program. And we are so excited. We might be missing one or two here, but this was our first pilot program team. If we didn't reach you, it's because we already had a list of people that over the years, Jackie has just kept and said, please stay tuned, we'll reach you. And we did. We let them be our first commercial and our first pilot. It was made for us to learn. We are forever indebted and grateful for all that we were able to have with these beautiful ladies. You're going to hear more about this. You're going to hear more of their testimonies, more of what's happening to them coming soon. So we are very excited to announce we'll be hosting courses throughout the year, and they're limited seats. We'll talk about this at National Convention. Jackie and I, Jackie P and Jackie A and Jackie G, if you can believe it, Jackie's cubed. I can't even believe there's 3 of us, but we are going to be on the road taking this JAFRA Beauty Pro Certification Program Masterclass to more of you all. So stay tuned. We'll tell you more, but we did want to let you know what was happening. All right. So we even had some fun with Jackie P up there as one of our models. And in the very heart of this beautiful picture is someone that has loved the opening door of makeup to meet more skincare clients for years. She has taken all of Jackie's courses in color matching, attended trainings live and online, and her passion is really helping women look and feel beautiful. So to bring us her summer tips on healthy skin, healthy color, Jackie, I'm gonna let you do one little bitty intro to this beauty that's about to share with us. Take it away.
The picture of Grace, the absolute kindest person, and someone who listens and gives great feedback and is so gifted with her makeup brushes. Give it up to Linda Potter Lint.
Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you.
Cool.
You sound delightful.
I didn't know if my microphone was going to work today. I spent all my time working on the lighting and it still is unwashed. But anyway, people will still be able to tell. So hi, everybody. I'm glad to see everybody that's here. I love makeup. I loved makeup when I was a teenager and I've loved it my entire life. When I joined JAFRA, it'll be almost 43 years ago, I went to my manager and I said, I want to know about the skincare, but I want to train under somebody who is a makeup artist that can help me apply it to my clients. And she had somebody in mind, and I went and trained under her 43 years ago. It wasn't Jackie Alves. She would have been a little kid then. But anyway, so it's something that I've always been able to share with my clients, and I absolutely love it. Now, today, I've got one half of my face done and one half not. I'm going to cover some things quickly and some things will take a little bit longer to do, but I want to run straight through what I call everyday makeup. And the reason that I say that is because our clients are not concerned about looking like a photo shoot. They want to know how they can get their makeup on and head out the door and still look good. And that's what I want to talk about today. As you can see, I'm stuck with my browns. I use other colors, but browns are very forgiving. And so that is what I'll be working with today. Now, before you put your foundation on, first thing you want to do is primer. And I'm sorry, this is backwards, but I could not apply the makeup backwards, so I had to flip my screen. But anyway, always do your primer. The primer helps to even out the skin and the pores, and it gives it a nice base for your foundation. I want to say this. We're all skincare consultants, so we know this, but the very first thing we want to do is make sure that we have applied the correct skincare products. It always surprises me how people try to slap makeup on top of no skincare. So the first thing we want to do is train our clients skincare. And yes, Vicki Jacobs, if you're on, I am wearing my solar protection. Vicki is a Vicki is a dermatology nurse, and if you have any questions about skincare, she can tell you. But I got nailed at our last GPS because when I'm working at home, I don't put it on. And she said, "You still get the light from the window, girlfriend. Put it on." So yes, Vicki, I have it on. So then after my solar protection, I do my primer, and then I do my foundation. Now, the thing I wanted to share with you about foundations. First of all, foundations today are very yellow in tone. And so you may have a more difficult time matching one color to your client. So what we recommend that you do is mix colors if that's necessary. And I'll be honest with you, that's what I do. I have a little more pink to my skin tone, and when I use some of our yellowish foundations, I turn terrible shades of yellow. So what I do, and again, I'm sorry, this is backwards. This is the Always Natural, and this is the Matte Alabaster. And for your clients that have more pink in their skin and they need a pinker foundation, this is what I recommend that you do. You can mix a little bit. They can mix a little bit in their hand and then put it on their face, and it'll match. I know at our color match class, I was working with Sandra, and we mixed a couple of her foundations as well to get something that didn't look quite as dull on her skin. So that's the cool thing about our foundations, is that you can mix them. I even, for the summer, added this to give a little bit of an extra glow and kind of a more moist look to my skin, so that my skin had a summer look to it. Okay, so this is what I can tell you right now as far as foundations go, because I don't want to get into the actual color match session, because you will be, there'll be more information given to you at convention. But I'm one of those crazy people that if JAFRA has it, I have it. And so I have foundation samples. The only ones I don't have are in Radiance, because I was able to cheat and still keep those little tubes. But I do have all of the matte, and I do have all of the Always. Now, what do you do when you're with a client and you don't have that option? Well, you have the spring summer catalog. I gave my last one away, so I can't even show you, but I can tell you the pages. On pages 54 and 55, you'll find the matte and the Always shades, and you can hold those charts. They're on the edge of the page, and you can hold that page up to your client's face and have an idea of which ones that you want to choose from to try to match. And on page 47 are the Radiance colors. So thank you, JAFRA, for doing that. That was very helpful. All right, how do you choose the formula that your client is going to use? Well, you want to ask her what she would like her skin to feel like, but for something a little more specific, if they use Defy, then they will more than likely use Radiance or Always. If they use Revitalize, they'll more likely use Always or Matte. If they're Clear Smart, they'll more likely use Matte or our new JAFRA Skin Glow Cream. If they're Novo Marine, they'll more than likely use the JAFRA Glow Cream. If they have oily skin, they're going to want to do the matte. And if they have normal to dry skin, they'll want to use the Always. So that's the foundation. Next, of course, comes the powder. And right now we have matte powders. I know this one's going away, but this is my fave and the one I use every day. So and take a powder brush, gently tap it in there, knock off the excess, and powder your face. Now this is weird for me because I've already done this side and I'm doing this side now. So it just is kind of weird, but anyway, there you go. Everybody knows how to powder. But now let me tell you how to take this a step further. Now, when I do my foundation, I do use the brush, the foundation brush, and I do put the foundation on my eyelids. Now, you don't need to put a thick layer, just enough layer to make a nice base for your foundation, and then you would do the powder. Now, if you don't have oily lids, this will do it for you. If you have oily lids, you're going to need to take a little bit more powder and put it on those lids. So this is what I do. I take my blender and I get it in there. Because I also have, as I've gotten older, hooded lids, which means when I look straight on, I lose this part of my eyelid. So by putting that powder in there, it helps me not to have lines and I don't lose my eyeliner. So that's what I do with this. Now, we do have the other powders. Since I found out that JAFRA was discontinuing the matte, the Royal Jelly matte, I have been using the regular pressed powders and with success. So don't feel like you can't use those. Don't wait for us to get loose powder. We can use the pressed powder for our powder. Okay, so after we get the primer, the foundation, and the powder on, then we do our contour. Now we've lost all of our contours, but we do have the bronze blush. So this is what we're going to use for contour. Now contour, I say that because if you watch all this TikTok stuff, they've got stripes all over their face, and you know, who in the world for everyday makeup is going to take the time to do that? So to make it real nice and simple, this is what you do. We have highlighter brushes and blush brushes, and you can also use it for your contour. Get just a little bit on there. Start with your forehead. Now I've already got some on this side and I almost oopsed and did this. If you have a high forehead, go all the way across. If you don't have a high forehead, I would avoid doing that because it'll make your forehead smaller. I have a high forehead, have all my life, so there it is. All right, then you add the contour over here on this side. The idea is you want to keep the front of your forehead light. What you want to do is keep the whole center of your face light. And you want the darker shades to be out here. That's what you're trying to accomplish. So you keep the contour away from there. The next thing you do is your cheekbone. Okay, so take your finger, everybody do this for me, okay? Take your finger, find your cheekbone. Go right up underneath your cheekbone. That's the hollow in your cheek. Everybody find it? That's where your contour goes. I can't see you. I don't want to see you because I don't want to be nervous while I do this. So I'm hoping everybody's doing this. Okay, so then that's where you take and put your contour. Start back here and sketch it on. Now, when you get here, we don't do the 80s and go down. We come up like that. I hope everybody can see that. I'm not used to working on camera. I'm going to have to get used to it. But I hope you can see that. That's the contour. All right. Then we're going to do our nose. And again, all that crazy stuff. This is real simple. I put it on the tip of my brush, and I'm going to do right here on my brow bone. Contour. Now, the purpose of that is, again, to make your nose look a little thinner. We used to say, prior to all this TikTok stuff, it gives you the model face. But everybody's doing this, and it's easy to do. Now, bridge of my nose is smaller, and this has been highlighted. That's what the contour does, is it recedes and pulls out the things that you want to pull out. So we pulled out the cheekbone, we pulled out the bridge of our nose, we pulled out the middle of our forehead. Now we're going to do our chin. Just going to start back here. Make sure you go back past your ear. You don't want to have a line starting right there. Go past your ear and bring it to the center of your chin. Keep it tucked up underneath that chin, and it is close under your jawline as possible. Now, if you're like me and you got a little extra here, you take it underneath. This is so weird doing it on camera. Take it underneath and kind of V it. And then if you're like me and you got these little jowls developing here, just take this and go right here. And there you have it. Pulled out your chin, receded the jowls, receded the jawline. Okay, everybody with me? I hope so. I can't see you nodding, so. All right, next we're gonna do blush. Now, Rose Oro is the color of the day. Jackie A loves this. She uses it on all of her clients, and when we were at the master class, we all used it, and it was amazing how it looked great on every single person in there. So this is what we're gonna do. So you get some on your brush. Everybody knows how to do this. Sure, I got some enough to see. Tap off the excess. Start back here, and you're going to go right above where the contour line was. And just pat it. You don't want to rub it. You don't want to stripe it. I used to do circles, which blended it at the same time I was putting it on, but I was also wiping off the foundation and the powder that was under it. So get a little bit more. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just patting it on. Okay? Blush. Now, you know, on TikTok, you're seeing them go across the face and all that stuff. We're not going to do that. That look kind of silly on those of us who are older. If you're younger, great. If you're older, it's going to look a little silly. So smile at yourself and just put it right there. And that gives you the fuller cheek look. And there you go. Okay. So that's foundation, contour, blush, powder. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is eyeshadow. Now, my favorite is still the Desert Romance, so forgive me that I'm using one that's been discontinued, but this is what I'm comfortable with, and this is what I'm gonna do. So we start out with this brush. JAFRA has great brushes, by the way. So if you don't have JAFRA brushes, I recommend you give them a try. We're going to do the light color first. Just get a little bit on there, tap it off, and we're going to fill in the whole eye area. Nothing new there. Get it all filled in real good. Okay. Then we're going to do, now, this is something Jackie always gets on me all the time. Don't have 5 gazillion brushes. I love brushes. I have got a zillion of them. But she says when you're working with a client, understand that they're not going to want to have 5 gazillion brushes. So you take it and you wipe it off. Yes, this is the cloth I used to do the other side of my face with earlier today. Just take it and wipe it off. And then we're going to go for the next color. And the next color is going to be our contour color, and it's not going to be the darkest. We're going to save the darkest for the accent color. So I'm going to get some on the brush, tap it off. It's still going to go in the contour area. Now, let me tell you something else, ladies. If you have hooded lids and you are doing your eyeshadow the way you always did it, you're not going to see it. See what I mean? Doing this, put your eyeshadow on, puts it there, and then you drop your eyes and you're like, where's my eyeshadow? So what you want to do is keep your head down and do this instead. I know that sounds simplistic, but it took me a while to figure that out. And now look, you can see my eyeshadow. Now you want to take this and just gently blend it. I did a better job blending on that side than I did this side. But this is your contour. This is not your accent color yet. So that would be the medium color. So the lightest color's all over, the medium color's in the contour. And now I'm going to take this square brush that we have, and I'm going to, almost dropped it. I'm going to dip it into the darker brown. And I'm going to go here in the corner. I just love doing that corner. You can see it's starting to develop. We're just going to put it right there. Now the trick is always, does it look like the other side? I hope so. There it is. It doesn't exactly, but we'll live with it, because you guys don't have all day for me to sit here and be Miss Perfectionist to fix it. Okay, so that is how you do 3 colors. Now, how would you like to do a 4th color? All right, so we have, I don't know if you guys remember this. This is the matte lightest. This is a shimmery, it's kind of a silvery color. This is a shimmery copper color. Depends on the mood I'm in. Today I'm going to do the lighter one. I get it on my finger, and I'm just going to go ahead. Make this real nice and simple. We look like everybody on TikTok. Should have done it with my other finger. But anyway, there you go. And it's also an easy way to blend everything. So just grab it on your finger, wipe it in there, and you got it blended. So that's eyeshadow, and that's how simple it can be. Now you can do just 2 colors. You can do the one all over, and then you can pick either the contour, the lighter contour color that I did and put it right there in the contour, or you can do the darker brown. It depends on my morning and what I've got going on as to how much I actually do. But some days I only do 2, some days I do 4. Today we got 4. Okay, next I'm going to do the eyeliner. Now, the thing about eyeliner that you want to be careful about is, I'm way ahead of my notes. You want to be careful about if not making it too thin. For those of us who are a little bit older, if you make the eyeliner look too thin, it's going to make you look older. And I know nobody wants to look older than what they are. So when you do your eyeliner, you want to make it a little bit thicker. Now, that doesn't mean you should run it all the way up your eyelid, but you want to make it a little bit thicker. So you're going to start it out here, off to the side. Let me wipe my eyeshadow off from it. And I'm going to work it in. I already cheated and put a little bit on so it wouldn't take me as long, so you guys wouldn't have to tolerate, again, my perfectionism. But anyway, now how far over you go is up to you. You can see on this eye, I took it a little bit past my iris. Sometimes I stop it at the iris. If it's a dressier mood, I'll take it all the way across the top. You decide what you're most comfortable with. But anyway, eyeliner. Keep it thicker on the outside edge. And we'll go with that today. You have the idea. All right, next is mascara. Oh, wait, I forgot something very important. Speaking of eyeliner. A lot of people take this eyeliner, a lot of ladies take this eyeliner and they put this eyeliner up under their eyes. When you do that, it makes you look even older. So what you want to do instead is take that dark color that you put as your accent color, get a little bit of that on your brush, stick it up under the edge of your eyelashes on the bottom. And you can decide how far across you want to go. You can do a quarter, a third. If your eyes are large enough, you can go all the way across the bottom. But that's what you want to do with that. You fix that one. And see, that makes my eyes look even more open. And they don't look hard. One thing that we don't ever want our makeup to do is make us look hard. If we look hard, we're going to look older. And again, we take the little rag and we wipe it all off and move on. All right. Mascara. I have no eyelashes. Thank you, JAFRA, for this. And I have a little bit on already because I was too embarrassed to show you my no eyelashes. Recommendation, put it at the bottom of your lashes and roll. Whether you're doing the primer or the mascara, put it at your bottom of your lashes and roll up rather than going. You will get more mascara on your lashes. It puts it at the base of your lashes. And truthfully, the darker we get that base, the younger we look. And then you have your choice of the Epic, the Luxe Drama, or the Waterproof as your mascara. I think everybody knows this. Another thing too, when you put your mascara on, you don't go, and 5 minutes later, you put it in the same spot. You put one coat on, put one coat on, do another coat, do another coat. Doesn't matter whether it's primer or whatever else you're using. When you keep going over the same spot over and over and over again, that's when your eyelashes are going to clump. I don't care what mascara you use, it's going to do that. Another thing too, when you're doing your mascara, is to take the brush. Easy for you to see what I'm doing. I love this. Take the brush and hold your lashes. And that lets them dry up. And unless you're Gail Jameson and got those gorgeous eyelashes, everybody needs to do this because it'll help hold your eyelashes up, which again gives you a younger look. I don't know if everybody knows how to use this, but the flatter part you apply the mascara with, and then the ball you separate and accentuate. And I also like to pull out my sides a little bit. So there we go. Gail, I did see that comment. Okay. Eyebrows. I'm sparing you my 20 minutes worth of putting my eyebrows on. I have no eyebrows. I have no lips. I have no eyelashes, and I have no eyebrows. So what I will say about eyebrows, though, is this, just to kind of give you an idea of the best way to do that for the shape. When you do your eyebrows, you want the eyebrow to come out past, just a little past this corner. So like you've got the corner of your eye, you want to bring it out. So you should be able to see that that eyebrow is right there. A lot of people cut it short and then they bring it down and it goes right into their eyes. So make sure that you're bringing it past this point here. And then here, put it at the end of your nose, corner of your eye, and you don't go past that point over here on the side. And then for your arch, the arch makes me crazy sometimes. Just like that. That's where your arch should be. You catch it on the side of your nostril, lay it across the middle of your eye, and that's where the arch goes. And some people, while you're learning, it's not a bad idea to, when you find that spot, take your pencil and just make a little light line, a little dot over here. You don't want to make a line. And then for the arch, put another little dot. And then you've got a guide by which to do it. You want to be careful on your eye shape. You don't want it to be too flat because it'll close your eyes. Make sure that you do have an arch, but you also don't want the clown arch. Be careful of that. And you don't want to look like Cruella and make it too pointed down this way either. You want it to look as natural as your own eyebrows as possible. Okay? I still use powder. I do play with the pencil, but the powder is softer looking on me, and I just don't like a hard look. But one day I watched a lot of videos, and the big thing right now is to take that pencil and draw all those lines in. And I did do it. I was shocked that I did it. And I showed my husband, and he goes, wow, I can really see your eyebrows. I was like, uh-oh, I better go back to the powder. All right, the last thing left on your face is your lips. Yes, ladies, line your lips. I know we're getting short on lip liners, but they are on sale right now, I believe, in Last Chance. By the way, the Desert Romance, if you're a fan like me, it's on sale in the Last Chance. Line your lips. If you need to make them larger, you line on the outside of your lips. If you need to make it smaller, you line on the inside of your lips. Like I said, my lips are getting smaller. My top lip is practically going away. So what you're seeing here is literally the lip line that gives me my lip shape. Now, Jackie P and I discussed this back in April, and I'm going to give away my secret and how I balanced it so much. I looked backwards in the mirror because my lips are so uneven, and you get used to doing it the same way all the time. So I looked backwards in the mirror. I had two mirrors, and I looked backwards, and that's how I did it to get them more balanced. I didn't do a perfect job today, but they are better. If you've seen me without lipstick, and most of you have, you know that my lips are very unbalanced and that my top lip is very small. So lip pencil definitely helps with that. Then, of course, you want to put on your lipstick, whatever shade it is that you're using. And then I like to top it with, thank you, JAFRA, for these prebiotic oils. I love these things. I love it that you can wear it by itself. I love it that you can wear it over the top of lipstick. And finally, oh, I forgot about this. Allergy season, and I've got them, dark circles. So our Radiance cover, I get a little bit on the brush. This is a JAFRA brush. It's our concealer brush. I put it up in the corner of my eye and a little bit in the hollow. And then I take the bigger end and I feather, 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 as Jackie Elves says. And see the difference it made in my eye. Okay, ladies, I can't think of anything else. That's the face. And that is the simplest way I know to do it. And the simplest way I know to tell your clients. This is how I do my clients when they say I want an everyday look. Now, I don't do 4 eyeshadows on them, but this is what I have them do, and they love it. And we sell makeup. So there you have it.
What a beautiful face it is. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you for asking me to do this. I love sharing this. Thank you.
I feel like I learned 100 things, and first of all, I've seen you do this before, and I was at Jackie Elf's thing, and I feel like I still learned 100 things about placement and all kinds of tricks that make your eye be more open. Like, that was so cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're awesome, and we appreciate you deeply. If anybody has any questions or any thoughts or comments, throw them in the chat so we can get the list and we can send it over to Linda, and maybe she'll answer those questions for you. But that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was amazing. We want to say thank you to our color.
Now I can breathe.
Yes, you did fabulous. She did just fabulous. That is not easy to do, is to do makeup in a Zoom room on yourself. Kudos to you, Linda. You did absolutely fantastic. fantastic. So we're going to just wait a quick minute in case anybody else has these same questions, because we have 2 minutes. So we'll grab those questions in the chat for Linda. But we also do want you to know that we have heard what you want back on our Tuesday trainings or in some of our consultant modules. And I mean from the home office, okay? Jackie and I love to find all of you, all the experts out here like Linda today. So again, if you have a hot topic, something you'd like to train on, from product delivery, product application, to a hot topic that's working for you, please come to Jackie and I. We love that. We don't know what you all love, but we do know we love to have you. So that's part one. We do want you to know that Coquine, as you know, our new skin expert that we got to meet in the month of June, we will be bringing more training from him on a hopefully monthly basis. It's trying to fit everybody's schedule in, but no, stay tuned. We're going to bring you more skincare training from him. And Jackie Elves, our color match, excuse me, expert, she is going to also be providing more teeny segments of training on how color leads you into skincare as well. So you will see more and more training coming to you this fall as we get ready for fall sales and holiday season. Okay, so Jackie, what are some questions we're seeing in the chat for Linda before we step away this final minute?
I answered, but I want it for the recording. Linda, what was the brush that you used with the Radiance Concealer?
Can you see it? It was JAFRA's concealer brush.
Yes, perfect.
It's double-ended.
Ooh.
So you got the big end and you got the little end. Yeah.
I'm scanning to see if there were any other questions, but I think that was it.
That's because these ladies are so knowledgeable already. All I was doing was giving them little tidbits.
I think you were so
good.
complete. I think it's a combination of winning. So again, thank you, Linda Potter Lint. We wish you a great close. Go make this offer of Summer Treasures Pack rock for sales and sponsoring and team growth and helping people shop and get happy with JAFRA for the summer. And then we'll be with you all the way through the closing this Sunday till midnight Pacific. Make it a great week. Thank you all, everybody. Let's go out and help everybody be beautiful and beautify our neighborhoods one face at a time. Bye, everybody.